Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Beauty Beacons of Fiction. Today we are going to talk about the Honorable Miss Phryne Fisher. Phryne Fisher is the main character in a series of detective novels by Carrie Greenwood. Miss Fisher is a private detective who solves all kinds of crimes with the help of her associates. She is an aristocrat and the story is set in Australia in the late 1920s. The books are predominantly from the 80s and 90s, but more recently there is a television show called Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries, which stars S.C. Davis as Phryne Fisher, and today's look is based off of that. Now, honestly, if you are into the 20s aesthetic, then just the costuming is enough reason to watch that show because it is absolutely incredible. Miss Fisher wears the most amazing costumes, absolutely beautiful. I love her accessories, her hair, her makeup, just everything is so pretty. And the show itself is really entertaining as well. I've been watching it on Netflix. So today I thought I would, take Phryne Fisher as a Beauty Beacons of Fiction. It has been a while since I did a 20s inspired look. So yeah, here we are today. It is a bit of a challenge since Phryne has obviously short, straight hair. Very short, like above chin length. So yeah, that's kind of hard to do with bra strap length hair, but I tried my best and this is, as far as I could get. I'm gonna show you today how to recreate her iconic hair and makeup look with a little bit of, styling and thrown in there as well. So let's start with the makeup first. To begin, I'm going to apply a little bit of a primer onto my face, and then I'm going to go over with a foundation. It's gonna be quite a heavy makeup look, so I wanna start out with a nice even base. And when that is blended out, I'm going to apply a little bit of under eye concealer. I'm mixing these two colors together to create my perfect color. Then I'm going to go over my skin with a layer of translucent powder just to set all of this makeup in place and make my face nice and matte. And then I'm going to move on to sculpting the face a little bit. I'm going to try and get kind of a hint of S.C. Davis's amazing cheekbones onto my face because those things are just incredible and I feel like this look just meets that a little bit. So I'm going to take a contour powder that I'm going to apply heavily right under my cheekbones, and I'm going to kind of sweep it in a almost circular, like a C shape, right around my cheek, and that's going to create that really popped cheek. So I'm going really heavy on that, and when I have applied enough contour powder, I'm just going to go over with a little bit of bronzer just to warm it up a little bit and intensify the look even more. So I'm also going to go in with a white contour powder. This is going to be my highlight powder, and I'm going to apply that right next to the contour on both sides, so top and bottom, and that's again going to just intensify this shape. So I'm going to apply a blush to my cheeks, or kind of my new sculpted cheeks, and I'm also going to apply a contour powder just underneath my jaw to create a little bit more of a square jawline, and I'm also going to again offset that with a little bit of white right on top of my jaw. So when all of the sculpting is done, I'm going to move on to the eye makeup. So for my eyebrows, those are mostly going to be hidden underneath the bangs anyway, so I'm just going to kind of set them in place with a eyebrow gel. And then for the eyes themselves, I'm going to apply a pretty heavy eyeshadow again. So I'm going to start with this nude-ish kind of skin tone color that I'm going to apply on the inner parts of my eyelids. And then on the outer corner, I'm going to apply a brown eyeshadow. And I'm going to apply this just above my natural crease. S.C. Davis's eyes are really round and a little bit of a different shape than mine, so I'm going to kind of go off of a picture of her to kind of alter my eye shape just a little bit and make it, look a little bit more like hers. So I'm applying my eyeshadow in a bit of an upward motion, so kind of following my crease and then flicking up towards the inner corner of my eyebrow. So I'm going to then blend this out with a fluffier brush. And when I'm happy with it, I'm going to take a slightly darker brown eyeshadow that I'm going to apply as an eyeliner. And again, I'm just going to play with the shape a little bit to help my own eye shape just a bit. And to do that, I'm going to make my line a little bit thicker in the center of my eye and a little bit narrower towards the inner and outer corner. I'm also going to apply this eyeshadow on my lower lashes. And then I decided to go in with this darker brown in my outer corner and my crease again as well, just to darken the whole thing up a little bit more. When I'm happy with the eyeshadow, I'm going to apply a little layer of mascara, making sure to brush my lashes straight up, and this is again going to accentuate the round shape of my eyes. So likewise on the bottom, I am only going to touch my middle eyelashes with the mascara, so just the ones in the center of my eye, and this is again going to help enhance that round eye shape. So when that is done, all there's left to do is the lips. So I chose this deep dark red lipstick that I'm going to apply on my natural lips, and then I'm going to just extend them on the outside a tiny little bit to make my lips look a little bit wider and thinner. again, to resemble hers just a little bit more. And there's the makeup look already done, so moving on to the hair, this is the tricky part, and to be honest, I'm kind of going to cheat my way through this. I'm going to try and create a faux bob, but it's a very short one, so it's going to be hard, especially on straight hair, but we're going to do it. So I'm going to split my hair into 2 sections, going to pull it forward on both sides, then I'm going to start by taking one side. I'm going to take a tiny little hair elastic and just tie up my ends, and this is really going to help hold everything together. So I'm going to take this tiny little end ponytail and I'm going to roll that up towards my head. And by doing that, I'm already starting to kind of create that bob shape. So when I've taken the roll all the way up to my hairline, I am going to try and kind of hold it against my scalp and pin it down with a load of bobby pins just so that it stays. And once I'm kind of happy with it, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, create a little ponytail, roll it up all the way to my hairline and then pin it down there from both sides, all sides actually, from the bottom as well, just with a load of bobby pins. Whatever I have to do to make this stay. Now, one of the most iconic things about Phryne's hairstyle is the 2 kind of flicked pieces of hair on her face. So this is really hard to do again on long hair, but I'm gonna try and kind of emulate that by taking a straightening iron and just kind of making a kink in my hair that is right next to my cheek so that it kind of comes forward a little bit and is pinched, so that it doesn't look as much as a loop of hair, but a little bit more as points. I'm just trying to come as close to that look as possible. I'm also using 2 bobby pins to hold my hair to the back a little bit so that it curves forward naturally. And then with that pinch of the straightening iron, that should help. I'm also going to straighten my bangs, just, to make the whole hairstyle a little bit more straight. And then I'm going to pop on a hat, and this is going to help kind of hide the back of the hairstyle, which won't look that great at this point, but also just really help sell the Phryne Fisher style. This is a vintage hat, I believe it is from the 30s, but I feel like I can pull this off as a late 20s look, and it just makes the whole thing look a little bit more authentic. So there is the Phryne Fisher look all done. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Beauty Beacons, guys. I really enjoyed this one. I love Miss Fisher's murder mysteries, and it was a lot of fun to transform into Phryne Fisher for a day. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for loads more beauty and lifestyle content. If you have any suggestions for Beauty Beacons or Beauty Beacons of fiction that you would like me to recreate the looks of in future videos, please feel free to leave them down below and I will look through, pick one out for next time. If you'd like to support me through Patreon or my merch store, there'll be links in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. There's another video here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!